Oh, hello, Garo. Hello, Garo.
I will never be mentally ready, but I'm ready.
Alright, I'm gonna go live.
Apparently my headphones just disagreed with me, but I have the charger right here, so get fucked.
I'm alive.
I hope the only thing that your people heard right before that you said that you're alive was what the very tail end of what I said.
Yeah, but I'll find out when I edit the VOD.
Mm-hmm.
The clicky clacks.
Pretty polyhedral math rocks.
Clicky clacks.
Pretty polyhedral math rocks. Is that the correct type of clicky clack that you were talking about?
The clicky clack of the keyboard.
Oh. No, that's just a clacky. That's not a clicky clack.
Oh no, it's a clicky clack.
Because the keyboard keys don't click together, they just clack down.
The clicky clack.
No.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Mom, she's lying.
I was fully expecting Justin to yell at us.
I think just
I'm just waiting for you guys to get it all out of your system.
I'm waiting for everybody else to say that they're ready in here.
Literally all of us have said it.
Nah, Jameson hasn't.
Want to know what a banger is?
What?
Isle Delfino from Super Mario Sunshine.
You right.
And yes, that's the music I chose for today's session. Is Super Mario Sunshine OST.
Alright. If we're all ready, let's
Yeah.
begin. So, last time we left off, there was a lot of things that had happened, and we're being a little bit wishy-washy with time, as a lot of important things happened at a lot of very different times. As there seemed to be some difficulties revolving around enjoying a day. Tabetha seemed to be taken from Mitch, at which point Mitch went into immediate detective mode, or at least trying to do damage control. Flutter and Arabella were escorted back to the room, while where Kun'Brin and Elfain were making their way actually back as well, while Draig was getting ready for his tattoo. They made his appointment, or he made it to his appointment. Mitch then went on a search to try and find everybody, where he ran into Kun'Brin and Elfain, where he told them that Mark was in the area and that Tabetha seemed to be gone. Whereupon they split, leaving the half-siblings to go back to the room to check on Flutter and Arabella, keep them safe, while Mitch ran to go get Draig. As Mitch was leaving the room, it appears as if he was temporarily pulled into a mental space that existed between the ticks of a clock. In this mental space, this being, this thing that's been attached to him, seemingly, contacting him, managed to bleed its way in just enough to have a proper conversation, if you can call being spoken to through odd amalgamations of feeling and thought.
At this point, it's par for communication with our group.
Mitch has agreed very tentatively and very temporarily to receive assistance from this thing in order to find Tabetha. In this assistance, he was granted an out-of-body existence and a direct line through enhanced senses that led him straight to the dome atop the... atop the citadel. At which point he was able to phase through the iron-shuttered windows and see within that there was someone working in some sort of private lab study space. Whereupon the figure was approached by Mark and handed the skull that is Tabetha. Upon Mark leaving the room, Mitch decided to step into action. Prior to that moment, Kun'Brin and Elfain had gotten back to the room, and very nearly one of them was nearly beheaded by Grindhelm, who was defending them. As they were speaking, they had left the door open, and they were given a very intense warning about an open door by the rogue that is part of the triumvirate that they had come with. But during all of that, we bring ourselves to a library. A nice, calm space where Dylan has just stepped into. Dylan. If I remember correctly, you had gone to the library that was within the kind of like privated area for your family, correct?
Correct.
All right. It's the library itself. It'd be a little overzealous to call it vast, but it certainly was not a small library. It looks like there are plenty of books. There's even some potential assistants who are mostly managers of the library, trying to make sure that everything stays clean, orderly, and most of all, safe. So now that you're in this library, mostly left to your own devices, what do you do?
I am going to start looking around, see if I can find the or trying to see how the books are categorized.
All right. It's not difficult to get a little bit of the lay of the library, being able to see that there's a very loose way that this is organized, primarily by adjacency and convenience. It seems like some of the more general study type of material are towards the front, and it's kind of organized by how often it's taken a look at. It doesn't look like it's alphabetical, there's no Dewey Decimal System. just more commonly sought information is towards the front, close to the door, and at easily reachable levels without a ladder or a step stool. Further away from the door is where you start to get a little bit more of the niche or just less sought after information.
So as I'm looking around, I'm kind of going, where is the fees?
I'll say give me an investigation check. I'll say at advantage.
Ooh. 19?
19. You're able to find it, but you also realized why you were having so much difficulty finding it in the first place is that there is no book that is titled with this name. You find it almost referentially. You find it in a book about myths. And then you find that it references another book, and then another book, and about a full hour has passed of you kind of jumping between books. At this point, maybe about a dozen books. By the time you find that it's not a history book you're looking for, it's not even a religious book that you're looking for. It's a storybook, a non-fiction piece of writing that is more of a tale, a story that speaks of this. Very much towards the back, tucked away, barely bound, to the point where it's like loose leathers. It doesn't even have a title to it. But it appears as if it is a handwritten book. If you can even call it a book. It's maybe about 60 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Reading through this, you read of a tale of a warrior who once came face to face with this entity, this Vecna. But none of the books have referred to them as Vecna. This one does. The other ones referred to it as the Whispered One, the Undying King, the Lich King. Very much on the nose about this entity's undead nature.
Mm-hmm.
This story almost shows a human side to whatever this entity is, but not a kind type of human. More of the atrocious, knowledge and power hungry side that you know that humanity is capable of. Gods typically don't do these types of things. From what you can tell of this story, this Vecna is obviously a lich, a very powerful caster, and a lord of undead. But most importantly is maimed, missing an eye and a hand. But is always around, always watching, and really fucking hates the Raven Queen. I'll say go ahead and give me... I'll make it your choice. You can either give me an Arcana, or you can give me another investigation.
Let me see. Sorry, I was writing notes.
You're alright.
I will do another investigation.
Sure.
11.
Alright. You're you almost feel like there's something about the way it's written that's kind of telling a second story. You're familiar with codes in the first place, as you've been taught Thieves' Cant. And in general, people kind of know that codes exist. Whatever code this is, it's not something that you're familiar with or able to piece out, at least alone, currently. But there's definitely a second story within this story being told.
I kind of take a look around, see if anyone's looking at me.
Not directly. You can usually see, like, an assistant librarian kind of from anywhere, but it's not like you're being handheld towards some of these sections.
And I slipped the book into my bag.
Sure. I'll say just give me a quick sleight of hand. Not a super high DC. All right.
Goddamn.
You carefully slip it away between the folds of some of your clothes. And they are none the wiser.
Right. I am now going to try to play it off like nothing happened, and now I'm trying to find something that explains a bit more of the Raven Queen.
Sure. I'll say go ahead and give me another investigation check at advantage.
$17?
All right. The Raven Queen, it seems like you have a far easier time finding information on, though the information itself is a little bit sparse. Not nearly as sparse as the previous subject you were researching, but sparse enough in the fact that it almost seems like nobody knows for sure a lot of this information, and you notice a lot of it is part of newer, in the grand scheme of things, research and scripture. It appears as if the Raven Queen had joined the Pantheon less than 100 years ago. Meaning that this entity was mortal within the span that an elf could have become an adult.
When you say entity, are you referring to Vecna or Raven Queen?
Sorry, the Raven Queen.
Okay.
The Raven Queen ascended to godhood less time than an adult elf has been, or an elf could have grown into an adult, less than 100 years ago.
Gotcha.
You also find the general information that one can assume about the Raven Queen in that heavy raven symbolism. She is a goddess of fate, and a lot of these call her a goddess of death, but you're able to put together that it's less of the act of death or the presence of being dead, and more kind of like a shepherd of souls between living and death. As such, she and any of her followers have a great attunement to fate concerning one's demise, how long they may have left. But she is also very strongly tied to the Fae. But there's not much research that you can find on that specifically. With that 17, I'll say that you can also find that. Hold on, the hell is his name? I have it written somewhere. Oh, Kalemvor. Kalemvor, you're familiar, is another one of these gods of death and the dead, but more of a judge.
How do
and
I
he's
spell that?
sorry, Kelemvor, Kalemvor, or Kelemvor, however you want to pronounce it. He is a god that's been a god for longer and is a judge of the dead. Not too many things here detail their relationship in as much detail as maybe you would like, but they have some sort of partnership going on as both being gods of death. But Kalemvor, you find by proxy, is more of a judge than an executor upon.
Gotcha. I
Uh,
am also going to look around, see if anyone's seeing me while I'm reading this book.
this one's in a little bit more of a well-used area, not at the front, not towards the back, kind of middle of the pack for it. So there's a couple more around. Again, no one's like watching you hardcore.
And I'm going to try to
I'm Vecna's
slip.
watching her hard.
I'm going to try to slip this one also into my bag.
Go ahead and give me another sleight of hand. This one's gonna have a slightly higher DC.
Let me see. Something.
Not that you're gonna have a problem with it with plus 13.
True. Rolls a 1.
Or 20.
Oh!
People who look in this spot won't even be sure that this book existed.
So good.
It is hidden
when-
very well upon your person.
After getting these two, I'm going to slip out of the library and try to see if I can also slip out of the mansion manor. I forget what we referred to this building as.
We settled on Citadel.
Citadel. I'm going to try to slip out of the Citadel and maybe meet up with the rest of the group.
Sure. I'll say... Let's see. I'll say that... Alright, hold on. So that was an hour and a half.
Well, actually, hold on. Instead of meeting with the group, I'm going to meet up with the blacksmith.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep timelines consistent.
Mhm.
So... Okay. Alright. You go ahead and you make it to the blacksmith, which is, I believe I had him here.
Yep.
You go ahead and you make it to the blacksmith's doors. At which point, I'll say that you will have seen. Let's see. Again, timelines. I'll say that you, at this point, you will have seen. Yeah, you will have seen Draig, kind of making his way further down south from where you are now.
I'll kind of go like as if I was going to stop him, like put my hand up and be like, nope, not yet. And instead go into the blacksmith.
Go ahead and you dip in.
Mhm.
And you are within the shop.
And I am looking for Philbin.
You're able to find Philbin without issue, as it is still during the middle of the day, so business is regular and they're operating as one would assume.
Are there any other customers in here, or is it just us?
Yeah, I'd say maybe there are like 2 or 3 customers that are perusing.
I'll kind of stand around and linger until they leave.
All right. It doesn't take too long. They end up finding some stuff. One of them doesn't really find anything of interest and leaves. The other 2 end up buying something and leaving. At which point, as the last one leaves, Philbin is kind of clocked that you're waiting. Follows the last one to the door and kind of shuts it and flips the sign. How can I help?
Hey, so I found this book in our private library, And it has like a normal tale, but it seems to have something else like hidden within the words, but not in any sort of cipher or anything that I can recollect. Would you be able to take a look at it?
Sure, I'll take a look. He goes back behind the counter, kind of giving you guys a table to work with.
I follow him and then I pull the small book out and set it on the table.
All right. He picks it up and he begins to thumb through it. Just trying to find his stat block. Come on now.
Yay!
Okay. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. All right. Let's see. He's gonna make it an investigation. Oh, I have you selected. Never mind. It's fine. Either way, he takes a look at it. He kind of reads it. He kind of reads it a couple times. I'm not quite sure. Just kind of seems like a story to me.
Dang it.
I mean, maybe if there is some magic doohickery, you could you get someone to detect magic. Maybe it's an illusory script, or it's just hidden under some layers. Actually, here, give me a moment. He dips into the back for a second before he comes on out, and he has a pair of bifocals on.
Ooh, fancy.
He kind of flicks the side of the eyeglasses a moment, and you see a almost like blue sheen appear for a moment, and then he looks at it. All right, yeah, looks like there is there's something about it, but it's not illusion. Looks like it's transmutation.
Oh. And
So-
you can read it with those, or you're just
Oh.
able to tell?
No, this is just detect magic. I can tell that it's magic, and I can tell that's school, but I can't read anything off of that. For
So I
something
need someone to dispel it.
well, either dispel, maybe an identify, and anything like that will end up working probably pretty well.
Do we have any brothers that are wizards that you would trust?
He thinks for a moment. Not any that would be here on short notice. It maybe take a day or two for him to get here. I have a scroll of identify, but that's a scroll. Once that's used, that's used.
Yeah.
So, by all means, if you're willing to compensate it for me, of course I'll throw in the discount. But yeah,
Well, how much do you think he would want? I'm assuming
If-
to pay for the buddy, not the scroll.
yeah. If I were to get another brother down here, identify is not that. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we were looking at maybe 70 gold, 100 at most, depending on which one I can grab.
Aye.
Yeah.
I'll try to come back.
All right.
I'm gonna try another thing first, and if that doesn't work out, then yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. I'll be here.
Okay. And I will scoop up the book from the table and be like, Thanks a lot, Philbin.
Absolutely. Don't get yourself into too much trouble now, miss.
I can totally try. And I'm going to head out and then try to head in the direction that I saw Draig go.
Alright. Go ahead and you head out. He essentially reopens the store. You go ahead and you go to head in that direction. At this point, you make it probably to about... You actually make it to about here by the time that you see that Mitch is like rushing towards the door and kind of stops himself before he slams into it and then steps in. As you begin to approach the area, it takes about a minute or two. You can hear a little bit of discussion inside, and then you see the door open. You see Mitch steps out, and in this odd splitting torrent of energy, his body almost compresses, stretches, loops on itself, and rockets towards the Citadel.
What in the fuck?
And in that moment, you see a large chunk of the Citadel shatters off. And immediately, you see all of the warning lights and sirens and, in general, like, essentially security measures take place. They light up. They all blare loudly. As there's that thundering boom crack, and that's where we pick up with everybody. This all has happened. What is everyone's first responses? We will start with... We'll go ahead and we will start with Dylan because we just had Dylan. So Dylan, you see that happen, that all occurs. What do you do?
First thing I'm kind of doing is like looking around for the reaction of like surrounding people. Like, did everybody see that? Was that just me?
The first seconds of reaction are gasps, confusion, people looking around to see what the fuck just happened. It doesn't seem like anyone knows immediately what happened.
And to be clear, this was Mitch that flew into the Citadel, right?
Yes, you saw Mitch step out, and then mid-stride, contorted in this odd, fucked spatial way, and zip straight at the Citadel's dome.
I guess I will start running towards the Citadel, but trying to be careful not to get too close.
Alright, so you begin to book it towards the Citadel. Draig.
Yep. What's the inside currently looking like before I say what my reaction is?
So as they're readying once more to kind of get you set up to start doing the tattoo again now that Mitch has left, just as the gold dragonborn has gotten prepped again, there is that loud boom, the crack, and
Halt.
Everyone's very confused, and the buzzing stops immediately. As one, people don't want to fuck up the tattoos. Two, there could be danger. And everyone's very confused.
Yeah.
Some people get up to go take a look out the nearest window or take a peek out the door. And a couple seconds later is when the sirens kick in. They sound far. It doesn't look like there's sirens all around the city, but there's sirens that are going on around the Citadel for sure.
So first I'm going to look at the gold dragonborn and be like, should I come back later then, considering whatever that was, or?
Yeah.
Right.
That's probably a good idea. And he moves. He moves to start packing some of his stuff away. kind of trying to be careful and cautious and try to like see if he can hear anything. Pretty much, make sure he knows what's going on.
I'm also going to listen out a bit. I'm going to put a platinum down on the workbench that he had, and for the inconveniences of rescheduling.
He takes it, presses it back into your palm. No, we'll just reschedule another time. Just stay safe, whatever that was.
I indeed will. I hope to see you again soon-ish.
Yeah. You see, you end up hearing someone outside, who seems to be running towards the Citadel, shouting, "Someone's attacking the Citadel!"
Hearing that, there's going to be a look of panic, because, one, I have a job to do. Two, that's where my friends are. Yeah, see you soon. And I'm going to book it full sprint until somebody stops me.
All right.
Back towards the Citadel.
All right, you begin to book it full sprint back towards the Citadel. I believe, Dylan, are you like full send, like action dash, bonus action dashing, or are you like making your way at like a hurried pace, but not like dead sprint?
Forgot I was muted. Hurried, I'd say.
Okay. So, Draig will probably eventually catch up to you, but not for a hot minute. Definitely before you both reach the Citadel, he'll catch up to you. Draig, as you leave the building and book it towards the Citadel, you notice there is I say a large chunk, but like there is a noticeable indent in the in the dome of the Citadel.
I can only imagine.
Kun'Brin and Elfain.
Yes.
You both are inside the Citadel. You guys are able to feel the ground shake a little bit, not earthquake levels. And you guys have been around some explosions, not quite explosion level either. But you guys feel something. And then sirens, nearly deafening, as red lights, blue lights, and the immediate, it almost sounds like diffusal of magic happening somewhere outside the room. In that instance where you guys look, as does the rogue of the Triumvirate, she turns, and in that same instance, she takes one step and disappears into shadow.
Oh.
What do you
Okay.
guys do?
I would probably take up like a defensive stance near Fluttered Arabella, try my best to assess the situation. Like if there's any like the threats immediately here or somewhere else.
I'll say give me a general perception check. You won't be able to get much information in the first place, but we'll see what you do get. All right. You're able to ascertain. Definitely, there's some sort of like warning siren. You're not sure. You're not sure what occurred. You're able to hear hurried footsteps. You hear metallic footsteps. Not of someone in armor, but maybe a metal person, a metal entity of some sort. And then many of them. As you're taking that time, Kun'Brin, are you doing anything right off the rip?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear who disappeared into shadow.
The rogue of the Triumvirate, the person that was talking to Grindhelm and had tossed the head in and give you the warning.
Yeah.
She's the one that's turned towards the door, made a single step, and disappeared into shadow, seeming to rush off.
Okay. What does outside look like?
You go ahead and you poke your head outside the door, and you're able to see guards are rushing. You see metal entities. Let me see if I can get here. All right. They look kind of like this.
Oh, okay.
I turn to Elfain. Excuse me. I grab her by her shoulders. And I go, we need to leave.
Okay. And I try
These
to
after the
like...
door.
By the way, these entities, by the way, are large-sized creatures.
Oh.
They appear to be rushing towards the entrance area.
What does it look like outside of our window?
You take a look out the window, which I will say is... I always picture it around, like, here-ish.
Okay.
You take a look out the window, and you're able to see that guards are very much taking position up front and around the immediate area of the Citadel. And you're actually able to see that within the city, people are kind of trying to figure out what's happening. Both of you have a high enough perception to see at this time. Both Dylan and Draig are sprinting towards the Citadel and about to go up the steps.
Oh, so Dylan's coming in. Right?
Yeah, both of them are about...
I need to get my hearing fixed. I'm sorry, I am listening. But I feel like half the words disappear and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
To try and help with that, listen to some like quiet, smooth, concentric jazz instrumental.
No, I had to shut the music off.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so
yes,
Dylan's coming in.
yep,
I see
Dylan
guards
and Draig
positioning in the
are
front.
both running up.
Does it
They're
look like
about
the
there.
Does it look like the guards are trying to block people from getting in?
It appears as if they're trying to like set up a perimeter and figure out what's going on. It does appear as if Draig and Dylan are recognized as being people that have been in. They've been checked in before. So they don't appear to be of immediate scrutiny. Mostly you see that they're almost getting ready to like crowd control anyone that's gonna try and like sprint in, sprint out, confusion, panic, anything like that.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. I turn. Can I open this window?
Sure, you can open the window, and as you start to open it, you notice from the top, iron shutters begin to slowly make their way down.
Oh,
Okay, cool. I open the window. I grab Elfain. I say, "Hold on to me," and I hop out the window.
I hold on.
And I'm gonna try to land my feet on the side to use my boots of spider climb, slippers of spider climb, hoping they stick.
I'll say give me an acrobatics check to see if you can do that with a person.
Oh,
Hello, Rum Tum.
good luck, me.
Give Rum Tum a pet for me.
You motherfucker.
No way.
All right,
I have given him pet for
13.
you.
Okay.
And now he runs.
You go ahead, you open up the window, you flip out, one of your feet sticks, the other one kind of slips out, and you almost strain your shoulder and your hip trying to not to drop Elfain. The drop isn't super high, it's maybe about 20 feet, but that's still a drop you'd rather her not take, and you hoist her back up, holding her now.
I just start walking up towards the roof.
All right. You begin to run up. Are you attempting to like just go there as quickly as you physically can, or are you like trying not to draw attention?
I am trying not to draw attention.
All right. I'll say give me a stealth with disadvantage because you are carrying another person who is unable to move for themselves.
As we make it out of the window, I'm gonna like kind of like say to Grinhelm, protect these two, and I point to Flutter and Arabella.
And that's the last thing that you say as the shutter closes entirely.
Well, fudgicles.
Okay, 21.
All right. You begin to make your way up. With the guards do not see you. I will say Dylan and Draig, because they're actively running towards it. You guys are able to see that Elfain and Kun'Brin are scaling the building up at a pretty quick pace.
Fair. That's not something I can do right now, and I want to conserve my ability to vertically move.
You guys both make it into the front door of the Citadel. And as you guys enter, you see those same monolithic warrior guardians, the arcane imbued constructs. They begin to they seem to be taking orders from a couple of officers of sorts, as everyone seems to be figuring out what to do, with a lot of guards rushing as high up into the Citadel as they can, seeming to try to go to the actual dome up at the top.
I'm going to pause at one of the commanding units and give a generalized salute. I'm here to protect the Lord of Dalago. I'm part of his entourage, but if there's anything you need me to do, I can do it.
Okay, you need to go and find him then? Because right now, we've got a bunch of other stuff going on.
I'm just offering my services, and I'm going to go to his room to knock on the door.
Alright. Dylan, are you following?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You two go ahead and you book it down the hallway that you guys' room is, which you know is the same hallway that the Triumvirate and the Lord of Dalago are staying. You rush down. You knock on the door, and there is no response.
I need to fucking remember his name. Hang on. It is in my notes. Biography. Lord Salzira, are you in there? Are you all right? I think I said that right. If I fucked up, Justin Draig said it correctly. Tyler did not.
You're all right. All right. So yeah, the actual lord is named Vicari.
Yes, but in my notes his last name was what I just said.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to find again.
I do believe it is Salzira, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah, Salzira. Yep. Vicari Salzira. You go ahead and you knock, you shout for his name. and a moment later, the door opens, and you are grabbed and yanked in by a Sarkalros.
Yep.
Who throws you into the room, and looks to you, Dylan. And you are face to face with a man that you only vaguely recognize as being another one of these guests. This is a wall of a man. Heavy, thick plate armor is currently on. He actually has like a full helmet on currently, so you can't even tell any sort of facial features or anything. He has a heavy tower shield in one arm that he moves like it's a fucking paperweight.
Yeah, damn.
He looks to you. What do you need?
What he says.
She's a friend.
All right.
I say, pulling myself up off the ground.
He grabs you, and whereas like with Draig, he was able to pull and kind of like move. You're like picked up by like one of this guy's hands, and tossed pretty much into Draig, who kind of has to catch you for a moment, and the door shuts.
Bro, you are so lucky no guards were around to see you do that.
You guys are lucky that you weren't. And in the middle of that, you see that Vakari steps out, seeming to have finished putting on a plate armor set of his own. And he has, let's see, he actually doesn't have any weapons on him. All right, let's settle down a little bit. Now, we need to establish what's going on right now. I have, obviously we have Sarkalros here. I have Thariel currently investigating, figuring out what the hell happened. Valdrin is in the other room. He's trying to see if he can scry on anything. What do you guys know?
What I know is Mark, Elfain's father, supposedly took Tibetha from Mitch, and that Mitch was going looking for Tibetha.
Huh?
You said Mark and Tibetha was missing in the same breath, so that's how Draig interpreted it.
I only told you about Tibetha. I never mentioned anything about Mark.
I thought you told Draig about Mark.
No, he only told the siblings about Mark.
Okay, so remove the part about Mitch. About Mark. Somebody stole Tibetha from Mitch. He was out looking. He left the tattoo shop, and then immediately after, something exploded, and it looks like it's the top of the Citadel.
You see that Sarkalros looks to Vakari, who gives him a light nod, and Sarkalros opens the door, dashes out, and the door closes behind him. Vakari turns to the both of you. We need to get Mitch right now.
All right.
As he's saying that, I kind of, as I'm getting off of Draig, I will use message and say to Draig in his mind, the explosion was Mitch.
Responding back in the head and just...
Because I saw you?
Yeah. But responding back in my head, all you hear is just, oh shit.
Yeah, I saw him outside of the shop. He contorted and then dashed at the Citadel. Citadel.
That is not ideal.
No, and I would not recommend letting them know.
I don't.
My father may determine him to be a traitor of the state and try to kill him alive, so let's not talk about it.
You two need to stop thinking, doing this telepathy thing, because anyone who knows half of a telepathy spell can read this.
My eyes are just widened right now, like...
And If I remember correctly, Draig knows there's something funky on the celestial end with Vikari because of his time as a paladin.
Right.
So that doesn't come off as a shocker to Draig, what he's saying. Just fair enough. I'm assuming you heard it all?
I didn't hear anything, but I can tell when you two are silent and looking at each other that something is going on in there. At which point you see that the tiefling mage comes out of the back room. All right, I know where he is.
Okay, who? Wait, Mitch?
Yes.
Can you get us there expeditiously?
No.
Damn it.
At which point we jump cut to Mitch, who has just crashed through this area. Mitch, you currently now stand. You float. Even float is a odd term for it. These tendrils that kind of hold you aloft. Almost like this.
He's dog gawking right now.
Organic. Almost. I'm trying to think of it. These organic pseudopods that hold you to this section of the ceiling. Hold you about 30 to 40 feet up above this researcher. In that moment, he turns, and let me make sure. I should have had the block up. Hold on. All right. All right. Oh, it's because I didn't even have him in the important NPC section. Okay. He turns, looks up at you, and in this one moment, what do you do as you begin to hear the sirens begin to blare?
Mitch is going to lower himself with the tendrils to his feet until, he's standing on his own. As they then just flare out like normal, as if they float back to being what they should be, wings. But I lower myself right in front of him if I can. Can I?
You are able to lower yourself down. I'll say, are you doing so menacingly, or are you attempting to almost make this a diplomacy mission?
This is gentle. I intend to ask him plainly for it to bat the back first.
I'll say you can give me a persuasion check at a relatively high DC, considering you just crashed through his fucking ceiling.
Okay. Normal disadvantage.
This will be. You know what? This will be normal, but it'll be a slightly high DC.
Okay.
Okay. Could have been worse.
Okay.
Could have been worse, but probably not it.
As you lower yourself down, you're able to tell that he has he still has Tabetha in one hand, and in his other hand, you see that and the glove that he's wearing has almost like these small little diodes on it that almost create this like nerve skeleton on the inside of his hand, and he's almost like twitching and touching certain spots of it, but nothing is currently happening.
I don't like how you described that.
I apologize for the sudden damage, but I've come to retrieve something that is mine, as I then gesture to the skull.
I'm unsure what any of this has to do with it, but let's not cause any more damage. He kind of is like lowering himself a little bit, and he's stepping back just a little bit.
Both of Mitch's hands go up to show, no arms and hand, but he takes a step forward. I don't intend on hurting you unless you intend on hurting her. The whole damage behind me was a
Who is
pure
her?
accident. I point at the skull in his hands.
He takes another look at it. There's a person in this?
She is my friend.
No, this is an identity construct.
You can talk to her, and she can tell you for herself who she is.
It's an imprint of memory. He kind of looks back at it again. You're telling me that there's a person, an actual soul in here.
Yes. A very bad accident happened a long time ago, and to save the person, she was put inside the skull. We've been trying to help her out for a long time, but I do need her back.
As you say that, you can tell that gears turn in his head, but not in a, stunned trying to think. You can tell that the same gears that turn in your head are turning in his about 20 times faster, and he's reaching conclusion after conclusion after conclusion. And there's a moment of, excitedness, a sort of happiness, right before the door bursts open. And about 10 guards and 4 of those large metal constructs rush in, followed shortly thereafter by Mark. You are immediately flanked on any possible side by the guards, and one of the constructs is going to attempt to essentially subdue you. It's going to try and grapple you. Do you do any sort of resistance?
Yeah. Can one of my tendrils try and restrain it? Or push it back?
Sure, then here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and, because of how 2024 works, it's essentially going to be unarmed strikes. But for this, instead of using your strength, you'll be able to use your charisma. So it'll be charisma plus proficiency when you roll a d20.
Ooh. I will say that Mitch's hands will remain to be up as he's continuing eye contact with the fella.
Sure.
You said my charisma and proficiency, or just my charisma?
It's essentially an unarmed strike that uses your charisma. So charisma, proficiency, roll a d20.
What is my proficiency bonus? +4. Got you.
What is this thing's proficiency? All right. What is your armor class, Mitch?
My armor class is a 24 solid.
Okay. Well,
no, I don't have the tower shield up, so that'd be 22.
All right.
Tower shield was also a +2.
You rush, or rather, this thing tries to rush you, and it gets within a hair's breadth of being able to grab you before your tendril slams into it. But instead of damage, you're going to attempt to grapple it.
Okay.
So for this is where it turns. Let me. Unarmed strike. Okay. it gets to make either a strength or dex save to resist being grappled, based on the DC. So essentially, what's your spell save DC?
Oh, my spell save DC. Wow. 16.
Okay, so this thing is going to go ahead and make a strength save. 12. It is your tendril slams into it and wraps, holding it in place. And the other three constructs pull out empty sword hilts that alight with this blue arcane flame. And everything kind of holds for a moment as the engineer steps forward a little bit, causing the guards to kind of like close in a bit more. But he kind of like raises his hand up to the side and approaches you a little bit closer. And as he's about to speak once more, Mark gets between you two and begins to speak to this engineer. Prince, we must get you safe. This is a terrorist attack. He has to be out of his mind. To which seemingly the prince responds, "No, he has something to say. This could be something large." Mark cuts him off again. "Never mind that. He's clearly out of his mind, and he just wants to take advantage of you. Please."
Mitch is going to slowly, while his back is turned, take out his warden badge and just kind of hold it up to the side, waiting for them to notice.
As you do, so here, hold on, because there's a couple of things here that I need to take a look at.
What things
again.
trigger?
He's procking.
You see you see Mark turns, looks at you, and there is an intense like black red flare in his eyes as he shouts to you, "Leave. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw," as he's going to cast command on you.
Okay. We done. What that is? We done.
You pass. As this as this oppressive force pretty much attempts to slam into your psyche, which you manage to push off and shrug. At which point, his eyes flare down a bit more, and he continues to try and hurry the prince away.
I'm going to cast command myself. Oh fuck! I don't have it prepped. God damn it! Never mind.
Cast it last session though, so we could just having that out there.
Did I cast it last session, or did I
You cast it
fail
last
to because it
session.
wasn't prepped?
You cast it last session. The prince succeeded his save, and that was your loud halt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you would have command.
Why is it? Why am I list all wonky then?
I don't know.
Command again then. But
All
I'm
right.
casting it on fuckface.
On Mark.
They're dead. Mark. Yep.
All right. You go ahead and you cast command, and what is the command you're giving?
Silence.
All right.
Oh.
29.
The posturing. It's real.
You attempt to
These two
force your
aura
way. You attempt to force your way into his mind. At which point, he's gotten the prince maybe about 30 feet away onto the other side of this space. He turns back to you. And let's see what he's gonna do. You see, he flicks out his wrist, and that almost like serpentine patterned thing on his arm, you see shifts and rotates into a large rapier spike. He stabs it into the ground, and he's going to fling a chunk of the floor at you.
Okay.
Which is going to essentially give his attack a 30-foot range. Which this is... That's a 30 to hit.
Dodged. A 30 does hit.
All right. You are going to take 12 points of damage, some of which is radiant. So you are resistant to 4 of that, so that goes down to 10 damage.
Breaks away around me. I'm just,
I'll say you can recognize that little bit of radiant to the same radiant you can do.
Okay.
And with that, the guards raise their weapons, but you also, with your insight in general, you can tell that this is a situation where they know that at this point they're kind of here for the show of it. And there is another almost standoff for a moment. Do you do anything?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I caught you in the act, Mark. I watched you bring it in here. You know she's mine.
She was obtained with legal means and did not belong to you.
On the street? Taking her from my hip? The history we have shows it's not a good history.
He reaches into his jacket and he pulls out a scroll and tosses it, getting it maybe about 10 feet away from you on the floor. This was bought. This is the purchase order.
I look at the receipt.
You go ahead. You open it up. It looks like it's a purchase order receipt for an artifact that contains consciousness. It seems like it's officially stamped. It looks like it's been parted from the Shadelands, which is further northwest of you.
Where can I find the forgery?
I'll say you can go ahead and you can give me an investigation check. I'll say at advantage because this is kind of one of your specialties.
Oh.
25 is exactly what you needed.
Yeah, boy.
You look. You read, you look. And it's not a forgery you find. It's a mistake. You're familiar with a lot of the territories, a lot of the cities. The Shadelands does not have a native port town where this says it came from.
Mark, you fumbled. This port town doesn't exist.
Enough with your lies. Guards, take him.
What's the name of the port town? Or what I read out loud the part of the script of where it is purchased.
Let's see how well the prince knows his territories.
Or anyone in that room for fucking chance.
Hey, even though I'm not there, can I grant him my fucking whatchamacallit that I've been hanging on to for an eternity now, my inspiration?
No.
Technically couldn't Mitch, because Mitch is half human.
No, I'm not half anything.
All right.
I'm full Azamar. Against my
Oh.
will.
So the prince does not. I'm going to make a general check for the guards. Who they are on the smarter side. They are living in essentially a utopia city where knowledge is plentiful.
They're smarter than the prince, it looks like.
The prince seems to be staying back and trying to watch what's happening. He very much is. You're able to see that he's very defensive over the skull. He's not letting Mark touch it. He's not letting anyone else near it. It's almost like he's protecting it as a precious artifact, regardless of who it belongs to. He personally wants it safe. You're able to tell that maybe two or three of the guards seem to kind of pick it up for a moment. Before, what is some of his? Let's see. You're able to tell that he's able to tell that something is occurring. So he is going to. Sorry, I've got like a billion abilities on this guy. All right. He is gonna go ahead and as he throws his hand forward, he's going to shout, "This man speaks in lies and he twists your minds. Do not listen to him." And he's going to cast banishment on you. Except you see, as he casts it, it almost warps slightly, as he's going to use his mental spell ability to change it from a charisma save to an intelligence save.
Well, I counterspell.
You're going to counterspell?
Yeah. I have it prepped.
He does not know counterspell. Not that he could cast it anyway, because he's casting a level spell anyway, but still. Alright. So for this, he gets to make a Constitution saving throw, because of how counterspell works now. He's going to use his human determination to give him advantage on it. So, Constitution saving throw at advantage. Oof!
DC 16, man. For my spell save.
You begin to feel yourself almost being pulled somewhere else before your tendrils kind of hold into place as it gives you just that fraction of a moment you needed longer to throw forward that like distracting spark of magic into his mind, which causes the spell to end earlier than anticipated.
In my head, I would like to communicate with the entity.
All right, what do you think?
Restrain Mark.
Go ahead and give me a charisma check. Of course. Kun'Brin and Elfain,
Yes.
Yeah.
you guys have made it up. You guys have made it up onto the roof of this, of the Citadel.
Alrighty.
You guys begin to dart on the roof. You dart towards that opening, which is not difficult for either of you. You're both very agile, very fast, since you can both action dash and bonus action dash.
Yep. True. True.
And as you peer in, you see just the edges of that last interaction, that being the attempted banishment and counterspell. And both of you see, for the first time in a long time, is Mark, who seems to be next to an engineer or worker of sorts who is clutching Tabetha. They're all surrounded by guards. Mitch currently has those large purple tendrils, which previously, when he had these tendrils, they were almost like radiant white with tinges of purple. They are full purple tendrils now.
Oh, okay.
Oh. So, oh my god, I'm dying inside. Where are we exactly?
You guys are currently at the opening.
Is it an opening or a window?
Well, it's a shattered window that is also cracked with, or like the edges of the stone are cracked because it essentially got hit with the entire force of a man wearing plate armor traveling at Mach fuck you.
Ah, okay. I put Elfain down.
Thank you.
Somewhere stable. I put my hands on the side of her arms. I look deep into her eyes, and I go, "We are terrorists now, Elfain. Kindness isn't an option anymore." I dive through the window.
It appears that way. How far away are we from the worker holding Tabetha and Mark?
So, it would be thinking. All right, I need to a squared plus b squared to this shit. You are
Pythagorean theorem.
Exactly. You're about 60 feet up compared to the floor inside. They're about 60 feet away. So you're close to around, we'll go ahead and we'll call it 75, 80 feet.
Okay. And what exactly can I assess of the situation? Obviously someone took Tabetha. I can see that. Mitch is mad. Obviously, I can see that.
Yep. And you're able to see that Mark... You guys got to the opening just as Mark seems to throw some sort of spell, and Mitch countered it.
Okay. Am I able to get within 60 feet of Mark and the guy holding Tabetha?
If you jump or have a way to climb down and get a little bit closer.
I will jump.
Alright, so you're going to jump 40 feet down.
Yes.
Sorry.
You said 60 feet.
You're going to jump 60 feet down.
Yes. I'll try to land...
Do you have a way to not take damage?
No. I'll try to land gracefully, if that helps.
I'll say give me an acrobatics check. Kun'Brin, you also, like, darted, like, you dove in? Are you jumping down, or are you, like, spider climbing on the ceiling?
I as far as I could go, I'm going.
Could have been worse.
Alright, you dove, you jumped.
Yes.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Good at that. I would like to use a lucky charge.
Sure.
To give myself advantage. Where is it? Also, Mitch, he's not even my father figure. I hate the man.
I'm gonna kill you, Dad.
Go ahead. Sorry, Elfain. You motherfucker.
All right.
That's 2 5s. I'm mad. I'm mad.
So, Elfain,
Yes.
it is 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
It fucking hurts, but you managed to mitigate the bulk of it.
Alright.
I just
But
body
God,
slam
that's
next to
gonna
her.
be sore once the adrenaline wears off.
Alright. And how much damage do I take?
So you're gonna take. You're gonna take half of whatever this result is. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you smack into the ground, and you do roll once or twice, but it still fucking hurts. You just jumped 60 feet down.
Oh yeah, I was concentrating on
Detect magic.
yeah, and I have advantage because of a feat, right?
Warcaster, correct.
Alright.
You're good.
Alright.
Alright.
Not that it's gonna matter in a second.
And there you found, having landed mere moments before you, flat on his back. Who has taken 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Hold on. Let me check something.
Oh, do you have that thing that lets you have it when you fail?
That's on deck saves.
Yeah,
It's an
sorry.
attack roll anyway. It's not.
Alright.
Oh, wow.
As soon as I land and I see Mark and whoever's holding Tabetha, how many guards are there?
There's a dozen guards, and there's 4 of those large constructs.
Okay.
So
I'm
a total of 16 opposed entities that does not involve Mark.
Alright. I'm going to
Help.
in a minute, Kun'Brin.
What are you? Ah!
How hurt does Kun'Brin look, like, in the grand scheme of things?
A quarter of my health is gone.
Okay.
In that moment of landing, Mitch, whether you turn your head or not, you hear both thumps from behind you and slightly to your left.
I look over just for a quarter second.
All right.
I see those
In a
two.
moment, I need to roll something real quick. All right.
Alright.
Your eyes flick, and when they return, Mark is mid casting another spell. It doesn't look like it was the same one that he was casting before.
Does the restraint go out
The restraint on the
on Mark?
construct?
From him asking the entity to restrain Mark.
restrain.
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. Hold on.
I was also
So-
hoping to do something too, like when I landed.
Okay. Okay. Then hold on. Okay. So, okay. You guys land. Mitch flicks over. In that moment, Elfain, what are you doing?
I would like to try to cast Hold Person at 3rd level on Mark and the guy holding Tabetha.
Okay. So then that's going to go at the same time that the entity is going to try and do something to Mark.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mitch, remind me exactly what you told the entity to do to Mark.
Restrain Mark.
All right. So, essentially, it's going to go ahead and it's going to be, it's essentially going to be two hold persons. The only thing is he's going to have disadvantage on the save against the entity. So, hold person is a wisdom save.
Okay, do I?
Yes,
have
wisdom.
person?
Yeah, it's
There
a
it is.
wisdom save, yeah. It took
Okay.
a minute to pop up.
Alright.
But yeah.
So, this is against Elfain's.
Oof.
Well,
And then this is going to be against the entities.
Does the entity use Mitch's
Sorry, I put advantage. I'm at disadvantage. So 2. Okay, so yes, the entity is essentially channeling this through Mitch, so it would use Mitch's spell save.
Okay.
So it's actually 2 plus 13. So that's 15. What's your spell save, Mitch?
16.
16.
All right. Let me. He's going to use a legendary resistance.
What about the guy that's holding Tabetha?
yeah, because I cast it on both of them.
Yes, you did. Let me pull up his sheet again.
Oh, you're casting it on the prince, damn.
Yeah, I cast it on both of them.
That's crazy.
So that's going to be a wisdom save. Nothing. All right. Wisdom save. 12. So,
She's proficient.
you see that the hold person goes off. The red thread that jumps out to try and bind him fails to take hold entirely, almost like it was burned by this black flame before it could take hold. And one of the tendrils shoots forward and attempts to wrap around, and it's almost like the energy from it was actively drained and absorbed into Mark. As the prince, you see, it kind of like locks up for a moment. You see his neck, which, by the way, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get you some goddamn art of the guy.
Katie, oh no, my finger.
Around his neck, he has a pendant that the moment he comes under this effect, the pendant flashes before it flashes, and there's like a spinning something in it before it goes inert, and Dispel Magic is cast on the effect. Jesus, of course a million things had to happen on the people that have contingencies.
You silvery barb's an item?
No. Dispel Magic is...
Can I have said something while I cast Hold Person 2?
Yes, you may.
I would have said, give us back Tabetha, as I cast Hold Person.
Alright. So, as you do, it takes hold. The Dispel Magic goes off, which immediately ends a 3rd level or lower effect, or spell effect, which Hold Person's a 3rd level spell.
I should have upcast it and then cast it on guard too then. The prince breaks free for a moment, is extremely confused by the time that Mark is going to begin to cast another spell. In this time, we're gonna go back to Draig and Elena. Elena? No, wrong character. Dylan. I have so many fucking names. You'll have to excuse me.
Elena appears from the Feywild because she sensed Flutter in danger.
And then immediately disappears again.
Yep.
All right. So
No, she's in the room guarding Flutter right now.
Dylan and
None
Drake.
of us are in there. Yep.
Yeah. Both of you are in the room. Hold on. Valdren, the tiefling. I can't get us there. There's something in the way, but I can get us on the roof.
That is more than good enough.
He snaps, and assuming you're all consenting, You're
Yeah.
teleported.
Cause I oh
You are all on the roof, right next to the
Is-
massive hole.
Is Vicari with us, or is it just us and the tiefling?
It is you two, the tiefling, and Vicari.
Right. Draig is going to scoop up Dylan and sprint up to get into the hole.
oh
All right, you guys go up, and you guys are able to see the very tail end of Elfain casting a spell. One of the tendrils going out, and Mark resisting it. You see the whole scene in front of you.
0 fucks given. Rage. Jump down.
Okay. You guys jump down.
I'm holding her so she does not take as much or any damage.
All right. All right. I'll go ahead and I will say then, you don't get an acrobatics check, but you're raging,
Yep.
so you'll take half damage.
Yep.
You take 29,
Ooh.
Cut in half.
which is down to
8
28.
to 28,
So
which
that's
is 19, not 19.
whoa
Yeah, not-
14.
14.
Hold on.
I'm retarded.
You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Your knees buckle, and Dylan almost gets a little bit of whiplash if she herself wasn't someone that was used to jumping from place to place.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
And now
Why can't
all
I
of you,
select anything.
are now in the area. Mitch, you see Draig and Dylan crash down.
I apparently can't do anything with tokens or measure or anything right now. Oh well. Like, I tried to double click on myself to open the sheet because I had closed it. It's whatever.
Yeah, it's alright.
Minus 14.
And you guys see Mark attempts to cast a spell. Any of you who are proficient in Arcana can give me a check.
Okay.
That's not me.
Can the dragon sitting somewhere in my soul give you a check?
No.
I'm proficient. I'm half proficient in Arcana. Would that count?
I'll say you can give me a check.
Okay. At normal?
Yes.
God damn.
All right. You recognize that he is attempting to cast a dimension door.
Okay. He's
It's,
trying to
uh,
escape!
Hachu.
Okay. You go ahead and you cast counterspell. All right. Mark gets to make another Constitution saving throw.
Fuck.
That is a 20. What's up?
Elfain, do you have your reaction?
Yeah, you can silvery barbs this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, but I can't find it in my sheet for some reason.
Well, what's the
You
range
always
of
have it
silvery
prepared.
barbs?
It's
It's
60 feet?
It's
Yeah.
either 60 or 90. It's one of the.
It
It's
is
one of
60.
my. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't
which you-
find it on my sheet though.
I don't know. It might be towards the top of your spells, like an innate spellcasting, instead of inside of your.
Well, it's showing
Rolls.
me 0 for my innate spellcasting.
Which is weird.
All right.
Here, let me just
I
look at all my spells instead of.
And
Okay,
and
it's
either way-
because I had chosen just my prepared spells, but because it's innate spellcasting, it disappeared. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna silvery barbs.
Okay. So he gets to roll again, and he uses that one.
And I'm gonna give.
Okay, he takes the lower roll. It's still a 20.
I'm gonna give the advantage to Mitch.
All right. The spell is successfully cast, and he and the prince both disappear.
Do we have a chance to follow after?
No, Dimension Door doesn't work like that. It's basic teleportation.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, if it was the gate spell, then yes, because it leaves a gate. Dimension Door just allows you to take someone with you.
Yep, and the gate spell lasts for a minimum of 1 round.
Correct. Unless someone
Just-
spells magic it. What's
I
up?
thought I had a thing that prevented people from doing that shit. Or am I thinking
Uh,
of something else?
It's a certain creature type.
Yeah. Mark most definitely is an aberration.
So hold on. I don't believe you.
No, I think it's something that I had to hit him with to prevent him from running away.
Sorry, Monty.
Like that.
Those are only certain creature types.
No,
Yeah.
hold on. I think he's talking about a smite. Because I think I
Oh,
recognize
yeah.
it as well.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's something that like rendered dimension doors or anything like that within a certain range of me.
Inert.
Oh, you know what? No, that is a different campaign. I'm thinking of my.
Oh, you're thinking of the. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're thinking of that guy.
Yep.
That's what happens when you play paladins all the time.
Hey, how you doing?
All
my
right.
man.
But as they both disappear, the guards seem to fill in that empty space, essentially creating a full circle around you. None of them seem to be approaching, as they just saw several displays of power, but they all seem to be standing there, not entirely sure what else to do.
I'm just going to just do a spin and go. So they're gone. You're all here. Is there any disputes with us walking away?
I'm going to lean into Mitch's ear and whisper that Vicari and one of his entourage are on the roof.
I'm waiting for the guards to answer.
I'm assuming you've stood up at this point.
Yep. Draig didn't let himself go all the way down. His knees may have buckled, but he stayed standing.
No, Kun'Brin.
Oh. Fucking
Oh, yeah.
trip.
Alright. The guards seem to look at each other, and they look to you. Well, someone caused a hole in the dome. This can't be a mere accident.
No, that is
Someone
my
has
fault.
to fall for something.
That is my fault. I do apologize.
Are these our Citadel guards?
I would say go ahead and give me an insight check. Either an insight or a perception. Your choice.
All right. And actually, before I do so, can I use my being a human, give myself an advantage?
Hold on. Heroic inspiration is a reroll. So, yeah, heroic inspiration is a reroll. Lucky point, using a luck point is giving yourself advantage.
Gotcha. And I don't have luck. I don't know why I keep forgetting to get myself luck, but you know what? It's fine. Bada
You
bing.
can't get luck because it's an origin feat.
All right. Do you want to use an inspiration to reroll
No.
it?
No.
Okay. You take a look. They wear Citadel Guard garb, but there's something away that they acted at Mark's command. It seems closer to Mark's guards.
I kind of step forward. Surely you all recognize my face. And if not, I would be quite afraid.
They look to you. Some of them still kind of like hold their ground a little bit. Let me make an insight check for them. None of them seem to recognize you.
Not even the big sentinels?
They're constructs.
They're not sentient.
Oh.
At least not these ones.
I order you now to stand down. If you don't, then you will have to face whatever may come from thee, Adam the Hawk, for you are disobeying his child.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check. I'll say with advantage because of the name drop.
Can I give her advantage by... no, you sure has I'm retarded. We're no longer doing the multi-advantage.
All right. At the name of your father, the guards perk up a little bit and kind of take half a step back. One of them speaks up. It was an experiment gone wrong. One next to them kind of elbows and says, "Who's worse, a hawk or Mark?"
I have the warden badge out again. Might I get all your names and your numbers as well? Just so we can clear things up in the end.
All right. This is actually kind of an important thing. I'm going to need an intimidation check from you. Only because this is technically contested by an intimidation DC for if they're more scared of you or if they're going to be more scared of what Mark will do to them.
Am I rolling?
You're rolling an intimidation to see if essentially if your number beats a DC that I've essentially set.
Okay. Advantage. Well, I have advantage because I got given the shit from Elfain.
That's true.
Alright then.
Hey.
They look at each other and they slowly begin to remove their helmets and kind of like drop them on the ground. And as you're taking stock of them, you all hear a thump. You look in that direction. One of them has dropped. Then you begin hearing thump, and then slowly but surely, you see all of them drop shortly after shoving something into their mouths.
Oh, taking cyanide pills. I rush to the closest one and I restrain his arms.
All right. I'll go ahead and I will say... Yeah, because one of them has to be the last one. I'll say, go ahead... All right, go ahead and give me an unarmed strike.
As I see him rushing over, can I try to cast a spell?
Sure, what are you casting?
Hold person?
Oh, on the guard that he's trying to grab?
Yep.
All right.
I was also gonna try to do something.
Too bad.
All right, what are you trying to do?
Well, seeing them start to drop, I was gonna see if I could use like my healer's kit or something to try to like stabilize them.
I would say that an herbalism kit wouldn't have what you would need.
No, I meant to say my healer's kit.
Healer's kit. I'll say you can go ahead and you can give me a medicine check, as this is one, a substance you're unfamiliar with, and two, you're unsure if you have the counter activity for it.
Okay. And this is normal?
Yes, this will be at normal.
Oh, damn.
All right. You manage. You don't counteract whatever this material was that started essentially causing this guy's system to fail. What you do is you manage to get him to throw up. You essentially give him a little bit of epicac.
Okay. And does that seem to like help alleviate it, like to stop it, or?
He essentially throws up the undissolved portion of the pill.
Okay.
It still seems like it fucked him up, but he is alive. And the other guard is successfully held not only by the spell, but also by Mitch.
Okay.
Can't have this keep happening.
His mouth is open.
As I'm like holding my hand out to maintain my concentration, be like, quick, grab the pill from him.
You go to try and you go and you reach to the hand. There's no pill there. You look inside of his mouth. The pill is currently resting on his tongue, which he can't move because he's held.
The tendril goes in and just moves out.
Why'd you throat fuck him?
The tendril goes in towards his mouth. And you see it goes from like this large, almost globule type of thing, moves forward, and starts narrowing into this extremely fine point at which it like pierces the pill and extracts it.
Well. Tried to get away from us, huh? How am I holding him, by the way?
I am.
No, you have the spell, but I'm also physically holding him. It was literally at the same time.
You asked how you were holding him?
Yeah.
However you want to be. He's held magically, so you can take him in whatever grip you want.
All right, I'm going full cop style.
You have him in full Nelson.
I'm in full Nelson. And I'm going to take my rope of climbing out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to bind his arms and legs. And it is going to just hold him about 4 inches off the ground.
All right.
I'm gonna look over and be like, am I good to, you know, am I good to let go?
Yeah.
That's what I was waiting for.
I will.
And I wave my hand away.
I will also say, Dylan, for the brief time that you had it, what is the what does it look like when you have him held? What shape does your spell take?
So, emanating from my hand is kind of like a blackish. I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It's not a glow, it's more almost like a kind of milkiness, like a little fog.
Mm-hmm.
And that same, like, image surrounds him as well.
All right. So there's this almost mist of magic around your hand that encapsulates him as well, and looking hard enough. Primarily, it would be Kun'Brin with such a high perception that would be able to make out the ever so faint existence of almost like a mirror of your hand around it, covered in this mist. Speaking of. Kun'Brin and Draig, is there anything that you guys are doing during this time?
Not until I'm told I can, as I did promise both Mitch and the Lord to be on my best behavior.
And the Lord.
Kun'Brin, are you doing anything?
No.
All right. So
Spend a rage.
there are currently two guards that you guys have. One is currently entangled in the rope of climbing and held aloft, and the other one is recovering from almost dying via cyanide.
I'm gonna look over to Mitch and kind of offer out my hand. May I take the pill? I know someone that can tell us what it is.
He goes ahead, and the tendril just brings it down to her to drop it.
As the tendril goes to put it in Dylan's hand, in the center of the room, there is a heavy thud. As you all turn to see that Vakari, large angelic wings attached to his back, not magic wings, not ethereal representations, literal angel wings spread from his back, and he lands right in the middle of the room. He stands to full height, which at this point, it is not a 6-foot tall man. This is a 12-foot tall man who looks at each of you, and his eyes land on you, Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to me why we are now enemies of the Crown.
A fellow by the name of Mark ended up taking an item of mine. After tracking it, I found it up this way. I saw it in his hands, handing it to someone else, and I went to go retrieve it.
By blowing up half the roof.
I was not expecting that.
Was this item worth collapsing the Crown?
Yes.
There's almost something about your statement that throws him off with how sudden and full of conviction it is. He studies you for a moment. Then let's make sure it's worth it.
The dimension doored. I don't know where they went.
You see, hovering down with cracks of lightning kind of emanating from him is that tiefling, who kind of hovers down and plants his feet. At the same time that you see that Sir Kalros enters in from the stairs. Not out of breath, but definitely exerted. He ran here.
Big man.
And stepping, and you actually see some like black ichor drip from the ceiling, where you see that Thariel, the rogue of the Triumvirate, it kind of seeps out of this inky blackness and flips down, landing with grace on the ground. Well, I've always wanted to topple a kingdom. At which point, Vakari kind of sighs but nods. Well, I guess you get your chance now.
Well,
Valdrin the wizard speaks up. I don't know exactly where they went, but at the very least, I can scry on the item. I am familiar enough with it from you carrying it. Sorry.
All things considered, I don't think we have to go to war over a broken window. It seems all the witnesses to what happened are deceased besides these two.
That's what you think, Mitch. I need you to give me a wisdom check this would be a wisdom save to see if you can pull back the growing malice of the entity within. This is your intent to say it, but do you succeed? You do succeed, but the others notice that it is with great effort that you speak. You can attempt to shunt the creature back or maintain its power. You figure that if you do shunt it back, you may not be able to use its power for some time. But it is currently bleeding more through the longer that you're holding on to that power.
I'm going to talk to it. Calm down. If we fuck things up now, we'll never get a chance.
Give me a persuasion check. With one final thrust, the tendrils dissipate. Not flashy, no puff, no sparks. They're there one moment. Vision goes blurry for a split moment for anyone looking at you, and they're gone. And you feel as if you have just... You feel like this whole time your breath was being held and it's been released.
Oh.
And you are in your own control again.
Alright. I can handle the political side of things if it comes to that. But these guys, I don't think they were acting under the Citadel's best regards. They seem to be more afraid of Mark than anything else.
Well then, what do you suppose we do? Vakari speaks. This very much seems like something that would be impossible to sweep under the rug. They're still mobilizing below us. Kalaros kind of stands a little bit taller.
Give me one
They will
second.
have some difficulty, but it will not hold forever. Plus they have mages. There's no guarantee that we will have much longer without running into another problem. Hello?
Sorry, something went on with Coda. We're dealing with that at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll go ahead and we'll take this moment. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try something a little funky.
Ooh.
As you guys discuss, somewhere else, two people come out of a dimension door in a location that most seem unknown. An artifact within their hands. They seem to discuss something. Surrounding them is cold iron, steel, electricity, moving liquids, capsules, tubes. This is not a place of encouragement. This is not a utopian sprawl like the city. But this is something darker, and this is something more vast. As we come back up, and Mitch, you are being addressed.
Okay, could you repeat what they said? If possible.
Yeah. Vakari says, well, if it is not war, this is not something that can be swept under the rug. There's only so long that we will have. As Sir Calros stands a little bit taller. They're mobilizing below us, but they will be held for some time, but not for too long.
Even if that is the case, whatever council we end up seeing, there are cards that we can pull from this. Some inklings of misunderstanding, still paying out some sort of reparations I can handle, as it is my personal fault. Deflecting off of it being part of the principalities, I am an independent entity who was invited as well.
Valdrin speaks up. There are some things that I think that we cannot talk our way out of, so your silver tongue better be fucking shining. If that fails, I can turn this city into a crater in a moment. At which point, almost immediately after, Vakari says, Valdrin, enough.
I mean, depending on whatever you want to do with it, our secret card is knowing that they're doing something with Vecna.
Sir Calros seems unsure. He knows that there's weight behind whatever that is, but he's unsure of what it is. Thariel seems almost amused. And Valdrin seems difficult to read. You can tell he's definitely hiding his reaction, but you're unsure if it's because he doesn't have a reaction or something else. Vakari actively spits on the ground as you speak.
If I may.
Attention is directed to you.
Sometime last night, the majority of our group were told that something bad, through different individuals or different entities or what have you, but something bad is brewing below the city. We say we don't know where those two went, but I have a feeling Mark is behind whatever's behind underneath the city, utilizing whoever that was that he left with.
Go below.
To do so.
That would be the prince.
Yes, that unfortunately is Prince Ergona.
With a man like Mark that close to him, I'm sure he's been fed every lie any of us could ever think of.
They'll be up here soon.
Could
If
I
you
have...
need a distraction or someone to make sure they don't see you while you escape, I'm fine going down for whatever is here.
I'm quite alright with being arrested.
Hold on for 2 seconds. There's a couple of things occurring. I need to make sure that I get everyone the information that they're asking for. You're doing a healer thing. Fuck. Hold on. Okay.
What's Kun'Brin's hit die?
D10. Well, Kun'Brin has a couple, but D10 is one of them.
Alright. And I get to reroll once. And then what do I add? Because of
So it is no. If you're doing battle medic, the creature can expend one of its hit dice. And then you
Oh.
roll the die.
Oh, okay.
Kun'Brin, are you fine with expending one of your hit dice?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. And then that's the D10 hit points equal to the roll plus your proficiency bonus. So that's a total of 10 hit points.
Alright. And then I'm also going to... I thought there was a thing where I could use an action to heal.
Yeah, that's the battle medic part of healer.
Oh, okay.
Utilize action.
Ah, I see. And then I'm
Alright.
also gonna pop him with a cure wounds.
There. As you're all discussing and going with this, you're all surprised by the clattering of a small metal disc as Dylan has made her way towards the door, seeming to try and leave.
I look to everyone and I go, okay, guess action is of the present motion. Shall we take these two and give them into normal custody, or shall we keep them to ourselves?
I have a feeling that if we allow them to normal custody, because of their fear of their hatred, they will point the finger at us.
I look to our escorts.
They kind of look at each other. At this point, they're inconsequential.
They have information.
Likely
Yes,
very
that is
little,
true.
if anything, usable.
Well, they're afraid enough to know what Mark can do, so they've been with him for a while. They've been willing to kill themselves over the fact that they would get into someone's hands. So they're loyal to some degree.
Yes, there does appear to be something a little bit more about that. Perhaps this Mark figure has a tighter hold than we thought. The
Far
question
more
is if
than
Prince
needs.
Orgona is working with him on it.
I don't think so. I don't think he knows the hidden intention behind Mark's actions.
He has always been someone who is a little bit more focused on his studies.
He seemed to have a more protective instinct over Tabetha in the confusion of the situation after telling him there was a person's soul inside of it.
Did someone mention my master? You all hear, at which point your heads whip around, and you see currently dangling, half built even, is this approximation of a torso and a head, mechanical, kind of dangling there, this canister of sorts in its chest that's like occasionally sparking, which seems to keep this thing in some sort of activity. Did you mention my master?
Your master?
Yes, my builder, creator, whatever you wish to call him.
Mark?
No,
Prince.
Just had to make sure. Yes. He was taken away through a dimension door. Is your master a, good person?
I'm sorry, repeat
Or
that
are
last
you not-
statement?
Is your master a good person, or are you not able to determine that?
Oh, he is very good. He has spent a lot of time trying to make me and others. He often forgets to eat, so sometimes I have to remind him.
Does your master make things that can possibly hurt large amounts of people?
He does not like to. He is capable of it, very much so. But when he finds such discoveries, he discards them.
Right. Well,
He
I looked at
wishes
the
not
others.
for destruction.
I heard enough. Just gotta find out where Mark went.
Probably to his office. He often spends lots of time there.
Where's his office, friend?
I am unsure. He changes his office often. I think he moved it to the basement this time.
Lovely.
How much time
Were you-
and effort would it take to complete?
I am unsure. He has been taking his time. He has more pressing projects to do. He often gets distracted. At which point you notice that kind of all around this workshop are like half-completed projects that have been abandoned partway through for other projects.
How much of this construct is there?
One arm, a torso without leg joints, and a head.
And in my knowledge of metalworking, not necessarily tinkering metalworking, in order to make the plates and struts and stuff needed, it would take probably days to weeks.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if you wanted it to be something that can function on its own under power you're unsure of. It would have to be light, which light work is difficult work.
Yep.
Well, I have to go meet with a guard. If you guys feel as if you can slip out where you came from and go back and hide, I can go in cuffs, try and silver tongue my way out of this. If not, and Mitch jokes, I'll see you at the executioner's block.
Sir Calros kind of steps up to you and he kind of nudges you with the shield that he has. I am sure that they can try, but do not allow yourself to succumb to these evil intentions. There's something different here. You may wish to subject yourself to laws, but if these laws are not just, you are allowed to break them.
I'm a warden. Breaking laws for kingdoms that don't matter to me is my fucking job.
And does this matter to you, Sir Mitch?
For Tabetha? Yeah. I'll make it work.
Then we make it work. Together.
I do like a fist bump to the shield. And then
He nods at you.
I take the helmet off and I start walking towards the door and start going down the staircase.
Alright. You do that. Thariel has kind of saddled up to you, Kun'Brin.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of nudges you a little bit. So does this mean that we get our one?
Do I hear that?
Your passive perception is 20. I would say so as you're about to leave the door.
I turn my head as I'm walking and I go, "This is my one." And then I walk through.
She looks to you, Kun'Brin, excited.
That was our one.
That was our one.
She throws her hands up. This is gonna be my one. And she disappears into the shadows. And we'll leave this moment at a deep pitted feeling in Dylan's chest. Almost like you're going home. And that's where we'll end today's session.
Oh.
Oh. I'm going home.
So how did we feel about this session?
Spooky.
I enjoyed it.
Also,
I know-
thanks for breaking my house, Mitch.
This isn't even your house.
I'm living here right now.
It's our house.
I know it got
'Cause we were
really
living here.
frenzied there. I hope that everything went well in you guys' perspectives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of us
Better
died.
than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I got to feel like kind of a badass for 2 seconds.
I mean, you were pretty badass.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay.
Mark had to expend resistance.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was like
Just a
2 seconds
daily.
away from actually just rushing him. He was gonna cast another spell. I was gonna be like, I gotta tank this one, and just fucking slap his head against some concrete.
I very much have to apparently familiarize myself with Mark's stat block a little bit more. Make sure that I have all of his abilities, because he has a lot of them.
I'm getting the fucking chalkboard ready for another death tally.
That's if he doesn't run off first.
I'll make sure you don't.
All right. So, because Mark has a lot going on, I kind of want to do this thing leading up to him. In people can ask one yes or no question. Each of you can ask one yes or no question about Mark that does not relate to story.
Is he gay?
That's story related.
Fuck!
It
His
is?
stat block does not say gay.
What's his highest level spell slot?
It's a yes or no question, you dunk.
What's your favorite color? It's yes or no, you dumb fuck.
I'm glad somebody understood the reference. I needed something to make me laugh.
All right. So everyone can ask one yes or no question.
Does he rely on spell slots?
No.
Oh.
Is he actually human? Unless that's story related.
yes.
Put my
He has two things.
Is he the same Mark that left Elfain, or does he look corrupted somehow?
It's not a yes or no question.
The question on if he is the same Mark, the answer is yes.
Does he fear us?
No.
It's gonna make this a little bit better.
He'll learn to fear us.
Kun'Brin,
Oh.
I don't have any.
you don't have any yes or no questions. You can ask about his
Hmm.
stats. You can ask about about any of his abilities.
Ask him how big his dick is.
Small.
It's a yes or no.
Is it big?
No. It's a genetic issue.
Absolutely not.
Who got a Warforged?
If you generally don't have any questions, then we don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I don't.
All right. So we'll go ahead and we'll leave it there.
I don't know. I
hope
think you should
all-
just give us a random fact.
Oh.
Your favorite fact about him
Let's
that we
see.
don't already know.
And we'll just cheat and say we already knew that. He just gives you bonus mark.
What's the best fact about him? I will say,
Oh fuck! I should have asked if we could kill him right now.
I'll say, fun fact, he has a passive 30 deception.
He sucks
know
at
you
lying.
I know you can't see me, but I just turned my head to stare at the microphone when you said that.
It's crazy.
A passive 30.
And with that, I hope that you all have a great night, and I look forward to next session, as you guys are either going to be terrorists or somehow talk your way out of this.
Oh my goddamn silver tongued lion. Alright? Don't fuck with me. I'm gonna fail my first persuasion, and it's gonna be the end.
There is 100% a chance that you guys will have to fight your whole ass way down. And I will get to use every single goddamn stat block I have in this list right here.
Nice. We're gonna win.
You might. You guys are the heroes after all.
We will.
Hey, the heroes just mean that you make it out the end in the story. That doesn't mean that you don't die here.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, hey, listen, I'm gonna be a petty motherfucker. If we lose here, we ain't saving them in the apocalypse. they can take whatever tsunami hits their asses.
You guys might have to fight your way out of hell if you all die.
Ah, that's fine. Did it once before, do it again. But good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Whoa.
Bye.